So this is what I've been doing. I'm getting back into recording. I plan to have I set a goal for myself. My next LP, be a true LP, an EP. It's gonna be released September 2nd of this year. I've just sort of started the collecting of ideas process, and today was my first shot at just sort of writing something, anything. I was jamming out to some tape loops I made of our idiot president saying dumb things, and I think the idea here is, it's going to be a little more electronic this time, and I'm just trying to document things as I go so I remember them more this time. Last two LPs and last EP, I didn't document anything. So anyway, this is my studio as it stands right now. This is me, I just finished recording. I just bounced a session that I'm gonna listen to and add on to later. I got my cactus light, need your cactus light. Gotta have your bass. It's just a Squier bass. A picture of the late great Darph. This is the actual Darph. My current #1 guitar. I don't have a favorite amp. I love both my amps equally. Got my Hot Rod Deluxe here. Great pedal platform. This AC-15, this is the amp I am most likely to plug into directly, no effects. It's got a great top end to it. I love the distortion on it. Great natural breakup. Got myself this one of two Sanyo TR-8800 units. They are dictation conference machines. This one I've taken apart and used it to record and play back tape loops. Right now I have an input that's like going into it, and then the output right now is going into one of my audio interfaces. Right now I got 3 interfaces. I'll get to that in a second. So that's what's going on here. For actually miking things up, right now I'm just using an SM57, but I have a few, a few other mics I could choose from. But right now I'm just doing a basic 57 setup for any acoustic things because they're gonna go straight to cassette. Most of the things that I record record acoustically are gonna go onto cassette. Everything else, there's not gonna be else that's mic'd. So, and then I've got myself, when I record, I can't obviously crank these amps up, so I'm using a torpedo captor. So all this stuff is going, and it's a real mess in here. It's a hot mess. I've got my tape loop that I've already recorded and I'm playing back. That's that one right there. And then I have another one. So that's a type 1 tape loop that I've already used. And this is a type 2 from a type 2 tape I'm gonna use. Different sound to it. That's gonna go into one of these. Right now the tape, the tape recorder that I took apart there, that I have a duplicate of, that one is going into the Focusrite right now. And then I've got, I got a, what's this? Is this a Korg? What is this? M Audio key station for when I play some keys. What else do I got? Got some stuff here. So yeah, I got my 2 interfaces that are going into Logic. That's my Logic session. And this is actually it's actually an interface and mixer. I'm just using it as a mixer. So I just power it with a USB port. And what I'm doing with this is, so I see this guy right here. That's a Raspberry Pi. And it's basically a synth. It's a Raspberry Pi synth I created. It's got a little knob here to change presets, and it tells you what's going on it. It's hooked up to this MIDI keyboard, and that gets hooked up to my Porta Studio, which then goes to the inputs on this Behringer interface, which is on the bottom here. It's my other interface I'm using. So basically, yeah, so anything I record to cassette goes to the Behringer. Anything that I'm recording that's not cassette is going to the Focusrite. I'm doing a lot of stuff with tape loops on here. I'm going to use the 4-track as an instrument, the same way I'm sort of using this this machine down there as an instrument. Yeah, that's being used as an instrument. The difference though with that is, you know, you can only record 1 track at a time on that one. This guy, I got 4 tracks, and I've got myself an assortment of pre-made tape loops or loop tapes that I've created myself. So yeah, so then this goes out to the interface, which goes to Logic, and then my microphones are going into the mixer, and then the mixer will come out into the cassette, into the Porta Studio. I might make loops with it, or I might go straight to, you know, just actual tape. I'm gonna do some stuff with, you know, actual 4-track tape that isn't a loop. Got myself my Korg Monotron. That is a lot of fun to play with. I've also taken some recordings off this. It's an early 2000s digital voice recorder. So it's not analog, but it's still lo-fi, at least by today's standards. This thing is, it's got a sound to it for sure. So that's fun to record stuff and then take the output and run it into something like this, or just run it out to stuff. And this right here is my own personal synth I made myself. And these are loop tapes that I have already recorded onto. Some are type 1, some are type 2. This one I have not recorded onto yet, and I have in my possession places I can barely walk around right now. Oh, this is a fun synth. I need to take care of this. Let me put this somewhere where it's not gonna break. Put that right there so I don't lose it and break it. So I have in my possession another type 2 cassette. This one I'm not going to cut up and turn into loops. This is going to be for actually just tracking some tracks direct to cassette, just to get that sound. So yeah, so that's the setup right now. This is for anyone who gives a shit, and for my own reference later on. Enjoy, future me, or whoever watches. And Loon Boy the Moon Boy keeps on ripping up my tape loops. Get away from the loops, bro. Get away from the loops, bro. Stop it. Stop the loop. Stop it. You're gonna ruin the loops. You're gonna ruin the loops. Please be cool. Please be cool. Be cool. Be kind. Don't make me have to rewind. Please, stay away. Stay away. Please stay away. I love looking at the guts of this.